Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm officially 3 months post Japanese hair straightening, and if you've been here before, you already know what that means. The roots are rooting, the new growth is thriving, and I refuse to be flat ironing my hair every week. But also, I didn't go through all of that just to be walking around looking like a mess. So today, I'm showing you how I'm doing Bantu knots as a low manipulation protective hairstyle. No wigs, no flat iron, just keeping my hair healthy and cute. If you're new here, I Japanese straightened my 4C hair about 3 months ago, and I documented the entire process. For those of you who may want to DIY it at home, I will link that video right here. Here. So this stage right here is where you have to be really intentional. My roots are natural, my ends are straight, and that combo can get dangerous real quick if you are over manipulating. So right now, my priority is protecting my new growth, minimizing heat, and still looking like I tried. Because otherwise, again, why did we bother? So basically, Bantu knots are perfect right now because they will stretch my roots, give me a low manipulative hairstyle, and when I pull them down, I just know they're gonna eat. Oh my god, I've been rambling. Let's actually do the hairstyle. So I'm gonna start off by blow drying my hair. I washed my hair yesterday. After washing, I did use my K18 molecular repair hair mask. I will put that on the screen. I did also use the K18 molecular repair hair oil. Did I? Yes, I did. And this is our heat protectant for today. Lies, this is not what I used. This is what I sprayed my hair with. So this is our heat protectant for today. All right, so now that our hair is heat protected, I'm going to start this process off by blow drying. And for today's blow dry, I'm using a different tool by Revlon. It's a tool that I had and used a few times with my 4C hair, and I don't know, I think I'm just curious to see if it is something that I can continue using on my JHS hair. This is the tool. So it's gonna be a bit touch and go for me. I've been babying my hair since I transformed it, and so anything that's too abrasive, assertive, aggressive, I tend to avoid. This in and of itself looks like all of the words I just described, but I don't know. I'm trying to be a little bit more flexible and less protective in a sense, so we're gonna try it. So it does have cool, low, medium, and high. I am going to start off on medium, and hopefully we can stay there. I'm gonna start off by sectioning my hair. You know me, I'm a section girl, but can we, before I touch my hair, can we look at it for a minute? You've probably been looking at it the entire time I've been rambling, but this is what it looks like 3 months post treatment. Like I said, the roots are doing their thing. So 4 sections, hair clips. All right, time to work on our first section. I did already do a light detangle. My roots though, my roots are mad scary. Like, I don't know if I can stretch this treatment. You know what? I am going to use the opportunity to do a little trim. Nothing heavy, just some light dusting. Okay, let's blow dry. Okay, so that did something. My roots are feeling much more relaxed, and by relaxed I don't mean processed, I just mean manageable. My fingers can actually go through it. Was not happening before, and we achieved this without flat ironing. So what I'm going to do to make this process more efficient is just Bantu knot the hair after each blow dry, because I don't know, it suddenly makes sense to me. So to Bantu knot the hair, if you're new to the concept, we are just going to twist it and bring it around each other. I hope you can see from the we don't want to apply unnecessary tension to our roots, so not too tight. You want to get the first part knotted and then swing the rest of the hair under that knot. I used to wear this style all the time when I had relaxed hair about, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago. So yeah, this is back to the basics for me, really. All right, so when it comes to the ends, you want to ensure that you get those in because it can make or break your style. Given that I just trimmed my ends, I'm not gonna have that layered ends to be able to tuck the hair in and of its own, so I am going to need hair ties. I do have these on hand, so that's what I'll be using. Not too tight, no unnecessary tension. Also, I am not seeing my hair in this brush. I see one strand here, 2, 3. I count like a total of 3 strands, so that's good. Let's move to our next section. So start off detangling. Now you can actually go ahead and Bantu knot the hair from this stage. You don't have to blow dry. However, I'm hoping that I can get my roots just a little bit more manageable. Like, it's a personal preference, you don't have to. Okay, so pro tip, whenever you are doing these kind of styles to your hair, you want to take the crown of your hair as a section for itself. So don't separate the crowns into different sections. Get the crown as a section for itself. This is what I mean. I'm not ready to do it yet, so I'm just gonna go and put it in a section. But when you do this and separate the crown and style it as a section by itself, and you pull down your hair, it just falls into place. All right, so I actually don't want tightly coiled curls. I wanted them a little bit big. That's going to be difficult to achieve for my hair because my hair is on the thinner side, meaning a lower density. But at the same time, I don't want to blow dry like a huge chunk of my hair because that may affect my blow dry results and may have to put more tension on my hair. So I am going to section the hair, blow dry them individually, but do the section in one knot. Separating the sections to blow dry was basically just to reduce tension, but I do want bigger curls and not small tight curls, so I'll be doing both sections in one knot. If it feels too tight, it's tight. We want cute, but we also want low tension, so don't put too much friction on the hair. These are our Bantu knots. Now, I may not wear them in public like this, especially since I didn't actually part my hair, but I think they're cute. Yeah, they're cute. This is the final look for tonight. Nothing fancy, nothing forced, just protected. I like to sleep in this scarf headband just to keep my edges protected and prevent breakage on my edges. This I also love. It helps to keep my hair protected, especially if the silk bonnet falls off at some point during the night. My hair still has some coverage. And lastly, of course, a satin bonnet. I'll be sleeping in these tonight and we'll just see what tomorrow gives. See you. Hi guys, so it's the next day and time for the moment of truth. So everything stayed in place all night. Great. Let's see my edges. Alright, so to pull down Bantu knots, you simply just twist it in the other direction. Look at that girl! Get some oil on your ends, on your strands, and just bounces back into place. Next, twist it in the opposite direction, allowing your curls to fall. My ends are looking a bit rough. I don't think I did enough to protect them, so note to self for the next time we're attempting this. And here is the crown area I was bragging about. All right, let's get this styled. The styling is basically just manipulating the hair in place with the shape that you want, how you want your curls to fall. Alright, this is what I mean about the crown. So usually when you do your hair in sections, you have to lose the lines so you have the hair to blend here. But when you do the crown as a section by itself, it just falls over all of this. You still want to do some blending, but at least you're not blending that much, because it just falls and covers it and gives it that fuller look. I added some earrings so that you can truly see the potential of this style. Okay, this is the final result and I am loving it. I'm loving how it turned out and I think it is super cute. This should hold me over until the end of the week when it's time to wash my hair again. Now, I'm not one for edge control because I think it damages your edges, but if you have a wax stick, you can use that to go ahead and tame your edges. Be gentle and use a soft bristle brush. I also do love a side part or a flip over and not much of a part, to be honest. So this so something like this is more my vibe. How cute is this? Seriously. How cute is this? And it gives your hair so much volume. I don't mean to brag. You know what? Yes, I do. I worked very hard on this. This is looking way better than any wig. If you are post-Japanese straightening, relaxed, or transitioning, and you are in that awkward grown-out phase with your roots, this is your sign to try Bantu knots. If this video helped you at all, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're on this journey with me. Also, let me know in the comments which other low manipulation hairstyle you'd love to see. I'll be trying out a few because, again, I'm in the awkward phase. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!